Welcome to Master Domaining. I'm Gene Pimentel, and in this session, I'd like to talk about massively increasing the value of your domain name in just 15 minutes flat. As you probably know by now, I'm a huge fan of the simplicity of flipping plain old domain names by themselves without any external attributes. I'm not fond of spending much time in creating websites, as I'd rather put that time into marketing my domains. That being said, I know many domainers have more time than they do inventory of domains, so they have no problem taking a little time in developing websites for each domain name. You'll have to decide where your time is best spent, and you're not going to go wrong either way. It's just a personal decision. There is no doubt that taking several weeks to develop an amazing website property can create a valuable web asset which can be converted to huge profits. Not everybody has that kind of time to invest, but there are alternate solutions. Number one, you can outsource the task of building websites for your domain names. Number two, you can purchase fully functional websites to use with your domain names and sell as a total package. Or number three, you can create super simple websites in just 10 to 15 minutes to increase the value of your domain name. In this session, I want to give you a few ideas of how to create and fully populate a new website for each of your domains based on number 3 above. The first thing you'll need is basic hosting. The good news is you only need one hosting account for all of your domain names. Hosting accounts are very inexpensive these days, and a basic account that'll let you host hundreds of domains is well under just $10 a month. I recommend using a separate hosting account just for your domain portfolio for organizational sake. Now let's talk about website creation. In only 10 to 15 minutes, you can quickly turn any domain name into a full website. It takes only 2 minutes to install WordPress from the cPanel that comes with most hosting accounts. Here's the magic. You can use a beautiful WordPress theme and fill it with all the things you want on every site that you'll build in the future. Plugins, widgets, settings, custom options, user information, etc. Once you've built one with all the components, plugins, and settings that you want, you can use a clone program to very quickly clone the entire website and install it on another domain. By using a cloning plugin, you don't even have to manually install WordPress on all your future sites. You simply take the clone file that contains everything and duplicate the site on every domain. Then you simply populate each cloned website with related content. Each site shouldn't take you more than 10 to 15 minutes total. The nice thing about doing this is even if a potential buyer is only interested in the domain, a fully developed website will add perceived value. This gives you a sort of psychological advantage, as the buyer thinks you have spent more time than you really did on this site. This also avoids the usual objections like, you're not doing anything with a domain name anyway. They can see that you've created a website. There are thousands of decent free WordPress themes you can choose from at wordpress.org/extend/themes. Choose one that looks great and would be suitable as a layout for most niches. You can also purchase an extraordinary quality WordPress theme, and most allow you to install on as many domains as you'd like. Here's a hint. The Divi theme that I've provided you in the member perks area is a great theme to use for just about any type of website niche you may want to build. And that's free to you in the member perks area. Now it's time to add content to your site. Visit ezinearticles.com, that's E-Z-I-N-E, articles.com, and get all the articles you need for your new website. You'll find all the articles you need for just about every niche you can think of. The majority of these articles are very professionally written and will really give your website a quality appearance. All you do is copy and paste the article as is, and be sure to include the author's bio box. Now, these articles always have a link back to the author's site or resource, but for our purpose in simply populating the site with quality articles, that's not a problem at all. In fact, the link back from each article can help to increase your website's search engine ranking. And voila! In 10 to 15 minutes, you have created a fully functional website that now has a much wider appeal because of the perceived value. Remember our goal here. We are simply installing a fully functional website in order to create a higher perceived value. We're not trying to win awards. We are not trying to monetize. That's a different approach that I'll cover in another session. The idea is speed of implementation. so you can have dozens or hundreds of eye-catching web properties that give potential buyers incentive to buy as well as remove excuses. The side benefit is your newly populated domain names can be increasing in search engine rankings as months go by. So let me give you a quick overview of how eZine Articles works. Here we are at the eZine Articles website, and as you can see, there are 489,337 expert authors sharing their best articles. Now, I don't know how many articles there are, but there are millions. You should be able to find plenty of articles for any niche that your domain refers to. So let me show you how to use this. Simply type in a keyword or keywords that relate to your domain name, or actually to your niche. Let's say the niche was related to low-carb eating. So I'll type in low-carb and do a search. As you can see, it's showing results 1 to 25 of more than 18,000 articles related to low-carb. Now the first thing you should do is scroll down to the bottom and choose newest first, because it's better to have the most recent articles, not only for current information, but they're likely not used as much as some of the older articles. So let's click newest first, and then just give a quick glance at the titles and see which ones would relate to the domain name that you're using. So let's say we wanted to choose this article, Workout Fuel, Protein or Carbs. We'll click on that, and as you can see, it's a very well written article and quite extensive. At the bottom you'll find a link back to the author's website, as well as article source, which is eZine Articles. You must include this with every article that you post. After all, that's why the author is taking the time to providing a great article to you. It's for the link back to his site. As I mentioned earlier, a link back to external sites is beneficial to your website in terms of SEO. So simply copy this article and post it into your website. You can copy 10 or 12 or 15 or 20 articles, depending on how much you want to put into it, but the result will be a really great website containing super information written by quality authors. Besides using websites like eZine Articles to get your articles, there are also PLR articles available, which is private label rights. With private label rights articles, you're free to change them, and you're free to not have backlinks from the author or the source. You simply use the article any way you want on your website. As a member perk, I'm going to give you thousands of these PLR articles, and you'll find that right now in the member perks area. Enjoy.